I learned about Cherokee Home for Children a number of years ago. A congregation that we worshiped with supported Cherokee Home. And then 25 years ago, my husband was asked to come and preach at the church here in Cherokee, and that's where the Cherokee Home is. And then we began to get involved, and I became the receptionist here at that time. My role here right now is the receptionist. I greet those coming into the home. I answer the phone. I have other jobs here at this time. And that's what I started out doing when I first came here. But I've also been the librarian. I worked with the children after school and during the summer in the summer program that we had for the children then. Been the social services assistant in the past. I've also helped out by being a house mom when I was needed. I've kept children in my home. I've taught them Bible classes. I've worshiped with them. I've been a part of their lives in many different ways. I think all children should have a home and a mom and a dad and a brother and a sister and a dog and a cat, but that's just not possible for all children. But when they come here, we give them as much of that as we possibly can. We help them with their school and learning about God and what they need to be good citizens and to help others. These children are taken to worship on Sunday morning. On Sunday evening, they meet here together to study God's Word together as a group, and also on Wednesday night. And they have different programs that go on. In their cottages, they have devotionals together. We have a spiritual life minister here on campus that works with these children and answers any questions that they might possibly have. A lot of these children have never been taken to a worship service in the past, and so it's all new. Then some of them maybe have gone, maybe grandparents have taken them and they have a little bit of knowledge. They hear the different stories and what Jesus did for us. It just sort of clicks sometimes. Some it takes a little longer than others, but that's true in all situations. When it clicks and their eyes light up and you, wow, I didn't realize that. It's really special then. People want to do as much as they can and be a servant for others. This is one way of serving God, by serving these children and getting out and spending time with them and just getting to know them and letting them know that you love them. Then that is a help to them and a help to you as well. Give us a call. Go online and check out our website. Any one of us are willing to sit down and talk about Cherokee Home and let you know what we do and what's needed and how they can possibly help. A lot of people can't help financially, and maybe they live too far away, so a lot of times all people can do is pray, and prayer works wonders, and we covet the prayers of everyone. It's a job, but it's a wonderful job because you get to be with all these children and these house parents, and you can pray with one another and for one another and uplift one another. It's a good experience. I'm just grateful that I've had the opportunity to be with these children, and if there is someone that would like to be a part of something like this, then I do pray that they will take that step, make that call. I've seen a lot. We've had some children that were brought here, they were living in a car under a bridge with their mother. We've seen children come here because they have been abused, whether physically, sexually, emotionally, whatever. We've had children come here not because of any fault of their own, but because of their parents, because they were living with grandparents and their grandparents got too old to be able to take care of them and give them all the things that they need. We've seen just a little bit of everything here at Cherokee Home. When I first came here, Cherokee Home was much smaller than it is now. We did have 6 cottages that had children in them. They were small cottages, and the house parents only had 1 room. Through the years, they've been added on to, and the house parents now have a little apartment added on to the cottages. We now have a large pavilion where they can have big dinners there together. We have a rec center where we have a weight room, and we have foosball, and we have pool tables, and just lots of games that the kids can play there, and we have a large gym. We just have lots of things on campus now that we didn't have in the beginning. But the big thing right now is we're building a mega cottage that will house 2 cottages of children in the relief cottage, and something that we'd prayed about for many years, and now we're getting to see it take shape. A lot of the kids, when they come here, are behind in school. We do have a small school here in town, which does help, and the teachers work with the children, and we make sure that they get the tutors that they need, the people to help them to get caught up in their schooling. And then as the children graduate, we try to help them to get into colleges or trade schools to make the next step that they need to make. Some of our adults here have had hard backgrounds as well as some of these children, and they see the needs that these children have because they went through some of the same things that the children have gone through. They listen because no one listened to them maybe when they were children, so they've learned to listen. Say the things that they think the children need to hear to encourage them and to help them. A lot of times these children, they begin to slowly do better and better and better. Sometimes though, once they get to a good point, they've never had goodness before and they're not quite sure how to handle it, and sometimes they fall backwards a little bit, and we have to be there to catch them, encourage them, and push them on forward. The staff at Cherokee Home is wonderful. We have people working here of all ages and all backgrounds, and they all have a love for children or they wouldn't be here. We have some that have been here many, many years and some that haven't been here very long at all, but they're all gung-ho to help these children in any way that they can.
If you know of a ministry that we need to know about, please give us a call, 888-641-8606, or take a look at our website, revelationstv.org.